Guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I will delve into the fourth law of power. The law says that always say less than necessary. So if this is your first time on my channel, kindly consider subscribing to my channel. You can give me a thumbs up and you can share this information. It can help a friend. So in today's video, we are going to look into this law. How can we use it as a way of improving our communication? Communication is well known in terms of skill development. Communication is one of the skills that you need to develop in order to become successful in life. You need to develop communication in order to succeed in your projects. You need communication in order to succeed in your relationship. You also need communication in order to succeed in your business or other relationships. So we are first of all going to look at how do we make use of this law to improve our communication or to master our communication abilities. So the first area that you are going to look at is how to use to say less. If you want to be in a very good relationship with someone, you are meeting on the first date, you must learn how to say less. If you are angry, maybe you have been in a relationship, but you are angry with your partner, you need to learn how to say less than necessary. Because once words have been spoken out, it is very difficult for you to retract them. And humans have a very good memory, especially when you say hurtful or hateful words to people. When you start calling people names and you are angry, they will always remember those bad words you used to describe them. For example, if somebody does something that annoys you and maybe you start calling them uncouth or primitive, they will always remember that word. So and so called me primitive, maybe because of my culture or because of the way I speak or because of expressing my opinion, he called me primitive. So you must learn how to avoid talking unnecessarily. You only talk whenever it is necessary. Now, I want to emphasize that when you talk less, you will appear to be more powerful than the person who is talking a lot. That is one thing I've learned about communication. Always talk less, and you will appear to be having more power than the person who is yapping all over, talking about everything and exposing themselves. So, what Robert Greene meant with this law and how can you use it in your relationships? It is a way of preventing yourself or being cautious when you don't trust or when you don't want to talk a lot. When you want to gain more information from somebody, you let them talk, you let them speak out what they have in their mind, and you will be surprised. For example, if you prompt somebody to express themselves, some people can be provoking. For example, you are in a you are in a date and you start provoking somebody to express their opinions about other people or express their opinions about maybe their culture. You will start really, you'll be surprised. People talk a lot when it comes to culture. For example, if you are dating somebody who is a Christian and you ask them about their beliefs, you will be surprised how much they will start talking out. You will be surprised how they are biased towards other beliefs or how they are biased towards other religions. And from this, you can start getting the red flags. If you are concerned with red flags, you can start noticing what are the gaps, what are the red flags in this person. So it is important to learn how to master this skill of communication and use it to your advantage. Don't use it against other people. Use it to your advantage to improve your communication and become better in your dating, become better in your relationship, and become better in your business, or even become better at work. Now, I want us to use another example in a work situation or context of work. If you are an employee, you are working for an organization. Maybe you are let's say a restaurant. Maybe it's a fast food restaurant or a general restaurant. Maybe you are the guy in the kitchen and you are trying to negotiate for a pay rise. So you can use this technique of speaking less, and your employer will just notice that you are providing value. So you can decide, instead of going to your employer with a very long list of maybe problems or challenges that you are having. Kenyans have a very this common behavior. When they find work, you will find some of them pouring all the problems that they had in their families. Oh, I have a child who is doing this. I have a relative who is going to school. Oh, I have a mother who is sick. Or I have my cousin who is doing a wedding. All those things you go and tell your employer. They will not give you a pay rise, my friend. The best strategy is to be very concise. Speak less. When you go to your employer and you want a pay rise, what you should do is to go with a short and a brief articulation of your skills, achievement. You tell your employer, within this period, within 2 weeks or 1 month ago, I've been able to achieve this. I've been able to increase sales by over 50%. I've been able to retain these customers. These customers keep coming to this restaurant because they like my recipe, and so on. So when you are very particular to your contribution, you are very particular about the contribution you are making towards that organization, your employer will start realizing that this guy is of great value to my organization, and they will definitely give you a pay rise that you've been looking for, and this will be of an advantage to you. You will be speaking less, but you speak very important things. You speak very important things that affect your employer. You speak important details that will touch the emotions of the employer. You will work on the psychology of the employer, and they will give you a pay rise. Unlike other people who are presenting so many problems that might not be admirable to the employer. If you present so many problems, you are talking a lot about your problems, your employer will see you as a risk for your information. So avoid that and learn how to communicate effectively at work. Finally, in a business context, you should speak less in order to secure business deals. If you want to secure business deals, you have to learn how to speak less. In school, one thing I learned is that when you're presenting your ideas, always be focused, be clear, and be concise. There's no way you are going to present a business idea with so many paragraphs, for example, you are being told to present a business idea. You are being told to pitch your idea to maybe a potential investor, and you have like 50 PowerPoint slides. My friend, 50 PowerPoint slides. How are you going to present that information in less than 10 minutes? You see, investors don't have a lot of time. Investors are very busy people. People who are loaded with money, people who are looking for ideas. They don't have time. That guy may give you even 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and you are supposed to present your idea within the shortest time possible, and you are supposed to make that person, you are supposed to persuade that guy that if he puts his money in your idea, it will be bringing value to his company or to his pocket. Okay, so once you understand this concept, you will start appreciating the idea of being concise, being more focused. So in a business context, if you are given a chance to present an idea, ensure that you are concise. You need to show what value is my idea going to bring to this person. What value am I going to bring? What specific problem am I going to solve in order to become a viable business? So when you do that, you will be required to speak less and conceal your intentions. You will be required to speak less when not you don't talk a lot and you don't give unnecessary talk. For example, an investor wants to listen to the value or the problem you are solving. The investor doesn't want to listen to your personal issues or your long history or your long experience. Even if you have 20 years of experience, what problem are you going to solve with your idea? Even if you have less than 5 years of experience, if you have a real solution to a real problem, you are more likely to win the heart of that investor, and you are definitely going to uh, get the funding for your project. So in brief, we've talked about uh, how to talk less, how to communicate effectively, be it in relationships, be it in the work environment, and from the perspective of business. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly consider subscribing, and you will gain followers, you will gain subscribers if you start subscribing to my channel. Otherwise, I want to take this opportunity to thank you so much for listening to this important information, and I will see you in the next video.